Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm Rick and
Kelly.
A lot of you have asked, since we've been recapping Beverly Hills, if we would recap The Ultimate Girls Trip 2. And of course, we will, because Kelly is friends with so many of these ladies. And we just watched the show and it was terrific.
We just watched it and I've been crying legit for like 2 days straight.
We all have.
Our dog, we were out of town and our dog, we had my girlfriend and this other girl didn't know she was staying at my house, Michelle, watching dog sitting my dog. And if you guys know the Port Streets, it's a normal, like
very suburban
neighborhood. You don't think of, we have tall fences. Never in a million years did I ever think a coyote would be in the back of my yard.
Somehow this coyote jumped fences because our backyard is completely fenced in with high fences. But this coyote was determined to kill and climbed fences, got into our backyard, and killed our incredibly sweet, loving, beautiful little dog Benji. And
it's like, I think this is worse than like a human, to be quite honest. Because losing him because he was Jolie's companion. Like, I want to cry right now. It's horrible. So I really want to recap this for you guys, and I'm trying to get my mind off it. So you guys, thank you so much for asking us to do it, because it's a great distraction.
Yeah, just
on
know
a horrible thing.
We're doing it with heavy hearts. We love that little dog, and but we don't want to get too upset. We do enjoy these recaps, and it is a great way to escape. And this show, I gotta say, this Ultimate Girls Trip was really entertaining.
It was
fun to watch. It was great for us.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna be okay.
While she's recovering, go ahead and click that subscribe button, because we do these things every week. We do multiple posts every week on YouTube, and we would love for you guys to be notified when this stuff, when it hits our channel. And so just go ahead and subscribe and support us. We appreciate it very much. You were warned by Tamara that she was going to mention you. She did. We're going to get to that clip. I have a lot of clips because the show was really entertaining. But just so
I honestly found this to be way more entertaining than any of the Housewives out there.
Yeah.
Honest to God. Like, and I'm not just saying this, and I don't know if it's because I know almost all of them, but and I know like the background of it. So I'm going to give you a little snippet of what everyone said.
We meet the ladies. Dorinda, obviously, it's at her home, Bluestone Manor, which Vicki called Grace. No, one of them called it Greystone Manor.
That was
was it?
No, it was. You don't have her on here.
Brandi.
Oh yeah.
Phaedra and is it Eve or Eva from Atlanta?
Eva.
Who needed her weed for this trip, she said. Taylor from Beverly Hills, who we met at the deck, and you know her. And Brandi and Tamara, who had no idea where the Berkshires were. And then Vicki, who basically complained the whole time.
So it was funny because I speak to Brandi, I speak to Dorinda, I speak to every single one of them. And I said, who do you guys like the most? I asked Tamara, who do you like the most? She said Eva and Phaedra. I asked Dorinda the same thing. She said Eva and Phaedra. I asked Brandi the same thing. She said Eva and Phaedra.
Yeah, they're so amazing.
Every single one of them separately, even Tamara, said Eva and Phaedra. And I have to say, they were the comedy relief. I don't know how any of those girls, that's why I don't watch Atlanta anymore. I love those girls. They are entertaining.
My daughter used to rave about Atlanta. She watched it all the time. I never watched it. I never watched any Housewives.
I liked Atlanta in the beginning when Kim Zolciak had Big Papa. I was addicted to it, and I liked Sheree and her club. I used to watch that show constantly. Now they got rid of everybody, and now I don't watch it.
Well,
I don't like it. I like these girls though.
Clip 1 that we're going to show you was the flow chart where everyone is introduced and you see how they know each other. So here's that. Flow chart.
Okay, so there was that Ultimate Girls Trip 1,
Yeah.
which I could only get in, I only watched 3 episodes. I honestly walked away from it. I found it stupid. I didn't like, and I like everybody on that Girls Ultimate Trip 1.
Yeah.
You could see that they put money into this one.
Well, also there's already tension, like already like butting heads, and one of them was.
And it wasn't even about the tension. It was like really kind of having a good time, coming in with like a clear mind, and then you could see Debbie Downer, Vicki, and texted her.
So that's the next clip. Is Vicki, Tamara, and Taylor arrive, and Vicki's in the car going, "Why would anyone live out here? I'd go nuts out here." Here, watch this. I mean, she was complaining constantly.
So you have to hear this. So when Shannon and I always film together, and we have to go out to Coda de Casa where they all live, all of them, Vicki, Tamara, Gina Kirchenheimer.
That's like in the valley?
It's out, okay?
Yeah.
Every time, it's not Newport Beach. Every time we go over there, Shannon and I, we always complain, what's there to do out here? There's nothing to do. So it's kind of ironic how she's saying that about Dorinda's house, which I think is absolutely beautiful.
Well, she has rules, and they showed us the rules. There's no food or shoes upstairs, and we already saw at least one house.
Because she has that Missoni carpet on there, which is
that why?
outrageous. Yeah.
The third clip is Phaedra and Eva arriving. Here's that. I guess it was Phaedra who said that she was a big fan of Vicki's.
Oh yeah, she got all excited.
And Vicki was like, I have no idea who
she is.
Vicki's a trip, all right?
She is. She's hilarious.
And speaking of Vicki, the next scene is when her ring, they talk about wedding rings, and she was talking about breaking up with Steve.
Oh, who I could not stand, by the way. Ugh.
Well,
that guy was the biggest douchebag.
Brandi agrees with you on that. She called him a dick.
Yeah. I know.
Here's the ring clip. What are your thoughts on giving rings back? Do you agree that if you break up with the guy,
I was engaged to this guy named Jeff Caldwell. He gave me a 10-carat diamond ring, and he was such a douche. In hindsight, I wish I would have said I lost it. I wish I would have kept it. To be quite honest, I don't know.
I kind of do too, but
I do.
So you gave it back.
I did, and I shouldn't have. So, girls, ladies, I don't think you should give it back. Just enough. I mean, it's not the right thing to do because it is a contract.
Yeah.
And they could actually sue you for the ring back. But I wish I would never gave that ring back because I sold my 5-carat.
Did he ask for it back?
Yes.
Oh, he did.
And I gave it back because I didn't want back juju or
there
karma.
You go. You did the right thing.
Yeah.
At one point,
I wish I didn't though.
At one point, Dorinda talked about a tree in the yard. That was where she thought she remembered Richard.
Yes.
And Eva was like, "Who's Richard?"
Well, obviously she doesn't watch the show.
Right.
She doesn't watch Nico.
Oh, maybe that was Phaedra who said that.
Yeah.
I don't remember who said it, but it's almost like, who the hell is Richard?
That was the love of her life.
And then one more of Vicki being unhappy. This was at lunch. You know what else was I saw Tamara like swatting bugs.
Yeah.
Like there's no bugs in Newport Beach. Like if you're in Orange County and by the ocean, it's amazing. There's like no bugs here. But Kelly knows because I have a house in the Hamptons, which is obviously not the Berkshires, but it's the East Coast. There are a lot of bugs.
We hate bugs. We don't experience bugs here. The only bug that we experience here is flies. Legit flies, and that's it. We have other predators like coyotes.
Yeah, unfortunately. And there was a mountain lion in this neighborhood too. A mountain lion.
A mountain lion. You guys can Google.
They hit it with a trank gun.
You can look Port Streets,
like,
mountain lion, and you can see it on there. So
it's like 5 blocks from here.
It's like we live in the freaking woods. Who knew? We live 5 minutes from the beach. We live right by Fashion Island.
There are savage beasts patrolling the streets here. It's crazy.
I mean, I think I'd rather take the bugs. But the bugs give you Lyme disease over there.
Oh yeah, I had that twice from tick bites. They sit down to dinner for a clam bake, and it looked like to me like none of these women had ever had lobster before.
Clam bake? I had a clam bake for our wedding.
Our wedding, yeah.
In Napa. I love a clam bake.
And Dorinda said something, I don't have this clip, but what she was talking about, she wanted to start asking questions at the dinner, and her first question was something about, I didn't know if I wrote it down. Sorry.
What was that? What were we saying? I'll remember.
She asked a question. It was something about what
Who?
What's your biggest fear, Dorinda, at dinner?
Oh no! What are you most insecure about? What are you most insecure about, like in your life? Like, what are the most insecure? I'm most insecure about my butt. I have to tell you, that's the most.
But she was insecure about being forgotten or
not irrelevant.
Yeah, not relevant. Everyone's like, "What? Like you missed the Housewives?" She said, "No, I don't." But they were calling her out on that.
But first of all, I never have that fear of being irrelevant because I've been relevant, and there's some people in the world that people don't know, and I don't know. Would not be I wouldn't care, to be quite honest, if I was popular, if I was relevant, I was irrelevant.
Well, you're always going to be popular.
But people are asking me to do these recaps, and so I enjoy them. I know you enjoy them.
Yeah.
Everybody on YouTube enjoys them. So I like making people laugh. I like making people have a good time. That's I have a fear of not making people laugh and not entertaining people.
Well, you were very entertaining and very funny. The other thing that Dorinda said was that she was on pause when they brought up the Housewives. She goes, "No, I'm on pause," and they were like, "Pause? You got fired."
Yeah,
like you're not paused. She's working for them again still, obviously. But
well, she does a lot for them. Andy Cohen really likes her a lot, and he hates me. So I could probably say I'm in the grave, 6 feet under, because Andy Cohen hates me.
I think he loves you and hates you at the same time. So apparently none of these women had eaten lobster, and so Dorinda shows them how to get the meat out, and it's pretty funny. Watch. She was sucking the meat, and then
and then she was like
almost sexual.
Sexual in nature. Yeah, it's like. I thought that was hilarious. I mean, that was hilarious.
I guess this was before that happened, when Vicki was like, "I got to spend a week with these people." She was just
negative. Well,
negative Nancy.
Steve just broke up with her.
Right.
She did not want to do this, and she was actually really mad that. She was really upset. Sorry, somebody just came through my house. She was really upset that they went to Dorinda's house, okay? She doesn't like Dorinda's house, as you guys are very all aware. She wanted to go on an exotic vacation like they did for part 1.
Yeah. And she was fresh off the breakup. So she was, it looks like we got more flowers.
Wow. We have somebody here.
Before dinner, Brandi got in bed with Dorinda, and then Tamara came in the room, and this was the clip where they talked about you.
Remember when you heard me say somebody's here? We just got these beautiful flowers delivered from our friend Cameron.
Yeah, during that clip, the flowers arrived. Thanks, Cameron.
Thanks, Cameron. Very sweet.
Yeah. Okay, so... biggest insecurity, that was the question that she asked. What's your biggest insecurity? And they were all giving her a hard time. What's
your biggest insecurity?
Jeez, I don't have any. My nose? Maybe?
No. Really?
It's pretty big.
It's pretty big? You got a big nose?
I do. Have you noticed that?
Well, I guess my butt is... I have a flat butt.
No, your butt's amazing. Okay, so we only have one more clip to share from this amazing show. Real quick though, what did you think when you saw that clip? What did you think when you saw the clip that Tamara was talking about you and comparing you to Brandi?
So I've had Brandi stay the night at my house and said that I'm unstable, right? I don't know why she would say that I was unstable. That's all she has. She called me a prostitute. She called me a lot of things.
No, Tamara
did. Tamara's called me a lot of things.
She has?
Yes, a million things. And being unstable is not one of them. So Tamara called me and said, please don't be mad at me. It was years ago when I called you unstable and I compared you to Brandi.
Yeah.
Now, I am nothing like Brandi. I mean, I
could vouch for that.
have a big mouth. I say things that people are thinking, but I would never call somebody a bitch. Like, I would never say, okay, bitch, shut up, bitch. I don't speak like that. I call somebody a cunt if they're an asshole, but I would not call. I just don't. I'm educated and I've traveled the world and.
Well, beyond that,
I don't think I'm anything.
You're very different people.
I'm not anything like Brandi, and I do like Brandi. I think she's a go-getter and she's funny, and I think she's smart, but I am nothing like Brandi.
I think the comparison was more about the two of you being unfiltered. Like, you're both sort of.
But she said I was unstable, but I don't think that's what.
Yeah.
I'm probably the most stable person that you would know.
The final clip that we're going to share was the drama at dinner, which is the final scene between Taylor and Brandi, who I guess had a lot of issues during the first season they were together on Beverly Hills. So I shortened the clip a little bit because, I mean, there's a lot there, and I reduced it a little bit, but here's a sample of their fight. Brandi was saying
you know Taylor. You've met Taylor at the deck, I think twice, right? So we know Taylor. We know her husband John. Jolie and Taylor's daughter were in cheer competitions together. Taylor is a wonderful, wonderful, hilarious, warm person. We like her a lot, and I understand the fact that she wrote that book after Russell's death to feed her family. I think everybody can understand that.
Yeah.
And I think that Brandi was a little bit too on the defensive.
Well, Brandi was making it about her, which was ridiculous when it was this woman's husband who committed suicide, and she was the one left trying to fend for herself and her family with her husband who just killed himself. And she's saying, oh, that was the worst year of my life. And then they're all like, what?
Yeah, right.
I mean, the reactions said it all.
So I'm excited to see the second one. I know there's 3 out already, but I'm excited to see the second one. We have to do our podcast right now, our Patreon, and then we're moving into our new house.
Heading out to the desert to get our furniture and stuff settled in that gorgeous home, which you can see some of that here on our YouTube channel.
Right, we get to see the befores and afters.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
So go ahead and subscribe to us here, and listen, on Patreon we have a whole other show where we talk about stuff in a more unfiltered, uncensored way, and we share a lot of cool things, and we'd love for you to join us there too. That's a subscription that you have to go to patreon.com and subscribe, and we hope you'll join us there at the Rick and Kelly Show on Patreon.
Let's watch the second one together, okay?
Yeah, we're going to do this every week.
This is so much better than the first one. Oh my God. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're excited to see the rest of it, and we're excited for you to be here and come back and see us again.
Take care.